Anytime you're worse than Eli, you saw what he did last night. Your quarterback has the worst QBR. You love QBR. That's what you told me. Measure 0 to 100. He's worse than Eli.
Did you factor in Eli's 3 last night on a scale of 100? He had a 3 QBR.
Factor all that in.
Did you?
Factored it in.
Right.
And so your guy's still bad, even with a 3. Or as we say, 3.
Yep.
Yep. Guess what, Skip? 24-13. You go to 2 and 4? Yeah, 2 and 4. And guess
it's over.
Yeah, look here. This playoffs. That's y'all waving bye-bye to the playoffs.
Okay. So I want to point out to everyone that Shannon Sharp has little to no respect for Blake Bortles, and he has just predicted that Blake Bortles on the road will score 24 points. Yeah. Wow, 24 points against the 5th best defense in pro football on the road, a defense that just gets better by the snap because it's still a young defense, but it's really good. And it held Deshaun Watson on Sunday Night Football in Houston to 2 field goals in the second half, and they should have won the football game, but they didn't because they couldn't make the one play to win the football game.
But they will. But they couldn't do that against the Texans defense, but they will against the #1 defense. Huh, interesting.
So here's what we have. I'm going to boil this down for you. We have arguably the best defense in pro football in Jacksonville. You can do it certainly in yards allowed, they're #1, not in points allowed, but you could consider them the best against my offense. And I tweeted Sunday night, America's team now has America's worst offense. So I'm going to give you that. So we could have best defense versus worst offense. But we have 5th best defense in points allowed, my defense, against the offense that has managed to score only the 25th, you could argue, worst points scored. 25th is Blake Bortles' offense.
Better than yours.
Okay. Well, not much. Not much. So you really think they could score 24?
Y'all 28.
Huh.
Yeah. Big difference between 25 and 28.
So, do I have concerns about my quarterback? Yes, I do.
What?
Because the fingers are starting to be pointed in that locker room, and then one finger, off the record finger, got pointed at the coordinator, Scott Linehan.
That's bull.
Yeah, he better get it right or he's going to be gone.
First of all, Skip Bayless, the offensive coordinator, he coordinates the offense. The locker room is comprised of offense and defense. So are you saying, how's he go? I've never heard that before. And I've been in a lot of locker rooms with a lot of offensive coordinators. I've never heard. Now, the coach, the head coach might have lost the locker room, but I've never heard of an offensive coordinator losing the locker room.
I can see how he could lose this
He ain't
locker
losing
room.
nothing. What about the quarterback? He going to lose the locker room with his play?
How many times did the quarterback run the read option at Houston? Help me out. How about 0? So what are you doing, Scott Linehan? Because it's a strength of his. The run leads to his pass. That's how it was when he was a rookie, when he was a second-year player. They ran the read option to set up Zeke and set up the pass. So why don't you run him at all? And those were some of the least creative run plays to Zeke I can ever imagine. And I tweeted late in the game, I'm done with Scott Linehan. You can say I got over-emotional, knee-jerk.
You got
over the edge.
over-emotional.
Okay? But I said I want him out. I just can't watch this anymore because it's so uninspired, uncreative. There's so many things you can do. Do you see any toss plays to Zeke? How many screen passes do you see to Zeke? Not many.
Yeah, I saw some.
No, they don't.
Skip, you can't get rid of everybody. Every time something doesn't go right, you want to get rid of everybody. Jeez, you didn't want to get rid of him in 2016.
Well, down the stretch I did, but whatever. I'm done with it. I think he needs to go. I think there are lots of young college play callers that'll be in that job next year.
Yeah, you had a chance at Sean McVay. But Jerry don't want to give up any control. So this is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You're going to get a head coach that claps on the sideline, that hires people like Scott Linehan.
So let's be clear about this. Do we have any weapons to throw to, or how about the offensive line? Are they winning the line of scrimmage consistently, Mr. Sharp? No, they are not. Does that scare me? Yeah, it scares me. And as Troy Aikman so astutely pointed out the other day on a radio show in Dallas, their new tight end, when he's on the strong side run blocking, they lose that every time. So whoever it is, Blake Jarwin or Jeff Swaim, they can't win the strong side for Zeke to find any crack on the strong side. Okay, well, Rico can't block a lick, but he can catch. I don't know. But again, that's one of Jason Witten's unsung strong points was he could really block. So he was an extra offensive lineman in the run game, and obviously he's in the Monday night booth. Yeah. So am I afraid of that? Do I have a collection of number 3 receivers? I do. Do I have one tight end who's remotely as good as Zach Ertz or even Dallas Goedert? Nope, I do not. So is my quarterback starting to lose confidence? Yeah, he is.
They're starting to lose confidence in him, too.
Okay, well, maybe so. It happens because there's lots of finger pointing, because there's blame deflecting. The receivers are saying, don't blame us, because they're just trying to hold on to their job.
No, Skip, don't do that.
Yeah.
Now, you want to put all this blame on the receivers. Now, you've heard, Troy, what did Troy say? You like Troy, you quoted him and said that a tight end at the point of attack is losing,
Yep.
but you won't quote what he said about the quarterback.
Well, we did a whole topic on it.
Yeah, well, okay, well, tell him
He said
again.
he hasn't been accurate lately.
Okay.
And the number one attribute, I always say it on this show, I
Okay.
say it every time, accuracy. I told you, Baker Mayfield is deadly accurate.
We ain't talking about Baker, we talking about Dak.
But I told you going in, and you didn't buy it, so you were down on Baker Mayfield. I said, you better be careful. He should be the first pick in the draft. Did I not say that?
You said that, but can we not? Can we put this to bed?
What?
That Dak Prescott is better than walk it to him?
He is.
This is
Well,
what
he has been.
Let me ask you a question.
Was he better as a rookie? He was like twice as good as a rookie. Was he better than walking to him for the first 6-8 games last year? Yes,
No.
he was. Oh.
Skip, the man had 34 and 7.
Come on now. I can show you his game.
The dude was 33
I
and
can
7.
show you Rams. I can show you Packers. I can show you Chiefs. These are big-time games. He finished fourth in QBR.
Let me ask you a
Finished
question.
fourth
Let me ask you a question. If Harry Roseman calls Stephen Jones or Jerry Jones right now, says, I'll swap you Carson Wentz for Dak Prescott, what do you think happens?
They wouldn't do it. They love him. They wouldn't do it. They love him.
I bet your doorknob.
Listen, walking to him is living on the edge, man. One of these games, he's going to have a 4-pick game.
Skip.
You watch.
This is what I bet.
You watch.
Skip.
You remember his rookie year?
Yeah,
You want to talk about
I'll bet you a golden doorknob to a bucket of cow manure. You put up the bucket of cow manure. Jerry Jones would trade Dak Prescott in his second best offensive player.
He would not do that.
Any player other than Zeke Elliott for Carson Wentz right now, straight up.
How do you think Carson Wentz would be doing right now as the Cowboy quarterback?
He'd be doing
great.
great.
A disaster.
He'd be doing great.
He would be leading the league
Great.
in interceptions.
No,
you know it, and I know
I don't know it.
Because he goes deer in headlights.
No, he don't.
And he's having enough trouble with the lack of protection he has there. Watch this lack of protection. And he's throwing to Zach Ertz? No. Is he throwing to Alshon? No.
He'll make him elevate.
My team doesn't have any of these. Sorry.
He'll make him level up.
None of this.
He'll make them level up.
So are we going to change the game plan? Are we going to let Dak run? Because Carson Wentz can't run like Dak can.
He don't need to run when you got arm. They don't let Brady run. Brady can't run like Rodgers. He don't need to, like you tell me.
Now you're going to tell me that Carson Wentz is better than Tom Brady?
No.
Are you?
No, I didn't say that. No, I'm saying you told me that Tom Brady doesn't need to be mobile like Aaron Rodgers when he can throw the ball. I'm telling you Carson Wentz doesn't need to be mobile like Dak Prescott when you can walk it to him.
Boy, he walked it right to Janoris last night. And then he literally put it in the breadbasket of Connor Barwin. He just said, here, take this to the house.
3 TDs.
Yeah, it was impressive.
When was Dak Prescott?
He was really impressive.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, when was Dak Prescott last 3 touchdown game? Because that old walking to him got a bunch of them.
You're the first to say, I got a collection of number 3 receivers. What? So how are you going to throw 3 touchdowns to number 3?
You didn't say that when Carson Wentz was a rookie. Oh, you talked about how great Dak Prescott was. Now, all of a sudden, he got some weapons, and now you want to talk about your tools and views.
At least he had Jordan Matthews then. He's got him back now, but he had Jordan Matthews.
Jordan Matthews has only been good at Philly.
Vanderbilt University. Leads the SEC. He's still the all-time leader in catches and yards.
He stayed for 4 years.
Do I have one guy like Jordan Matthews right now? Show me. Alan Hearns, undrafted. Deontay Thompson, undrafted.
Adam Thielen.
Cole Beasley, undrafted.
Adam Thielen, undrafted.
Okay.
So those are good players can come and be undrafted. Skip, sometimes they miss. You know that.
Did you just say that Alan Hearns is better than Thielen?
No, I'm saying he was undrafted.
That's just ridiculous.
No, I'm saying he's undrafted. You try to knock undrafted players.
Yeah, so what points you're missing are that I got Malik Collins back at defensive tackle. He's really good. And I got David Irving for the first time ready to play defensive tackle. I am sure.
Okay.
He has practiced all week. You are getting deeper and deeper in trouble because this defense now 5th best just could rise up toward 3rd best, 2nd best. You watch. Blake Bortles is going to have a long, hard game at Jerry World.
What about that?
Dak's going to have a long, hard game. In fact, this shapes up like, remember the game Jacksonville lost at home, 9-6 to Tennessee?
Yes.
9-6. It could be a 9-6 game. But here's what I believe. I believe that Zeke, if Dak can run the ball a little bit, will establish the run because Jacksonville very quietly is only 14th best against the run. Okay, they're really good against the pass. So it's hard to throw. Tom Brady had a long, hard day at Jacksonville, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, but if Zeke can get going a little bit and Dak can start running the ball off the read option a little bit, or quarterback draw, or rollouts, or whatever you want to do, run
Ain't
pass.
happening.
Yeah, well, it better happen, or I'm going to personally make sure that Scott Linehan gets fired on Monday.
Whoa, what is this about, Skip? How you calling for the man's job?
What'd I say
Where they
about-
do that at?
What did I say about Mike Stoops and what happened? Gone.
You proud of yourself?
Well, I'm
proud
proud
of
of that one because that needed to happen a long time ago.
You should not be proud that somebody lost their job.
This is going to be a low-scoring, one-play kind of game. And guess what? My little man, Tavon Austin, once upon a time the 8th pick in the draft, you say he's a bust. You say he's just a disadvantage for Dallas.
What'd you say?
You know, maybe he'll get paired up on Jalen Ramsey one time. And maybe Jalen will kind of take him so not seriously he'll fall asleep. Because what if you always tell me about Jalen Ramsey? Who's he have the most trouble with? Little, quick guys,
Yeah.
right? Because Jalen's not a little, quick guy.
No.
He's a big,
He's a
long,
bigger corner.
strong
Yeah.
corner. So what if maybe Tavon gets behind him one time? All I need is one time.
You think he gonna catch it?
Yeah.
Because remember,
That's
you told me
50-50.
you told me he dropped it
50-50.
last week.
Well, it hit him right in the hands on that deep post, right? It hit him right in the hands. Huh? It
Great
did.
play by the DB.
Huh? It did. Well, it's
by
not. The DB wasn't even in the play. It hit him in the hands. You have to catch that. I don't care if you're 5'8". You got to catch it. So I just have a feeling it'll be like the New York Giants game. What happened early in that game? Tavon got deep, right? Remember that?
He ain't going nowhere.
I think it was on handcuffs Janoris. I think it was.
No, he retired his handcuffs once
Did he?
Dez left.
Oh, okay. So I need one play from Tavon, and I'm going to win this game 13-10. That's what I got. And if you want some dew on it, I'll take 10 points because you got to win them by 24 to 13. You got to win by 11.
Head up.
Huh?
Head up.
I'll take 10 right now.
Nope.
Give me
Head
10.
up.
You got them winning decisively.
Nope.
24 to 13.
Have the courage of your conviction.
No,
said they're gonna win.
you have the courage
I
of your
picked
conviction.
Jacksonville.
Huh? I'm the underdog in this game. Jacksonville's favored.
You're gonna be underdog every week.
No,
your
I'm
team
not.
is
Not after
bad.
this week.
Yes, you will.
They're 3-point underdogs.
Yeah.
So.
You can only get 3 points for being home, so you're really 6-point underdogs.
Well, do you have the guts to stand behind 24 to 13 or
I
not?
picked them. You have guts to pick the Cowboys?
You picked Blake
No, he
Blake
said he
Bortles.
lost his guts
I-
last night watching the Giants.
I can tell you're getting queasy over there about
No.
Blake Bortles scoring
You-
24. Do you really think he's going to score 24 on my defense?
Yeah.
Huh?
You really think Dak's going to score
Will
13?
you take 24 or higher for a case of dew?
Nope.
What? Pfft.
I will take the
No
Jags
guts.
over the Cowboys.
No guts, no glory.
Hold on. The Cowboys is your squad. You got to ride with them.
I'm the
He
underdog.
is right. He's
I
picking
got
him
no-
to win, so
I
he is
picked him to
riding.
win as the underdog.
Well, give me a
Who
give me a
does
case.
that?
Give me a case.
No.
You're at home.
He's just,
That-
leave
I
it
hope
alone. He
this-
picked the Cowboys. He's going low score. Let's talk about
I want a
something
case
else.
of dew.
You don't have any guts.
You. Eagles ripped them out last
Next
night.
up, the 3-2 Patriots are a 3.5-point favorite.